So I played women's rugby in college, which was a lot like being in a sorority, but I imagine with more violence and lesbian sex. Some serious S&M undertones going on with women's rugby. You know how in sororities, American sororities, they have bigs and littles? We had tops and bottoms, and there was this ceremony where the top girls, the senior girls, would pick a freshman and then wrestle them in front of the entire team, and usually most of the school showed up. When that day came for me, I was really excited because I thought I was going to get picked by this older girl that I had a crush on. And then I didn't, which crushed me. I got picked by the captain of the team, so I got to go first. Her name was Peaches, and why do you like that? It gets worse. Her name was Peaches. She was from Georgia, but she was no Georgia peach. She had me by about 100 pounds. Oh, and now I should probably mention, we had to wrestle in chocolate sauce in a kiddie pool outside. And I knew, as soon as I stepped into the ring, I knew I would not be able to outmuscle this girl. But I thought maybe, just maybe, I could outsmart her. So when she lunged at me, I matrix dropped down into the chocolate sauce, and I just ended up on my back. And I'm looking up at her, and she's laughing because she fake lunged me, and I was being a little baby back bitch by just getting on the ground. So she sumo squats over me, and then just drops on my stomach like a ton of peaches. And I'm really embarrassed to admit that in that moment, I wish I had shit my pants, because I was already in chocolate sauce, nobody would have noticed, and it would have been less embarrassing than what happened. You think throwing up in a hallway is bad? Imagine projectile vomiting up into the air and then having it rain down upon your face like the rains of Castamere. People film this. This was my freshman year of college. And you would think that Peaches would let up on me and, you know, okay, she's had enough. No, she starts tickling me. I have a weak bladder. I'm also realizing I should have peed before this, but I have a weak bladder, and I peed in the chocolate sauce, guys. It took me years to admit this. I didn't tell anyone on my team that I had done this. And then everyone had to wrestle after me. They knew that the vomit was like a little bit in there, but the pee, they didn't know about that. I repressed this memory until very recently when I had a more traumatic event with a roommate. I live in a share house. And I came home and he was in a puddle of his own piss. He's an alcoholic. It was very sad. But, you know, I was like, we've all been there. It happens to the best of us. So then I help him up and I'm trying to get him to his room, and then he vomits on the both of us. And I'm like, okay, again. It's happened to me. I've been there. And then, this is where it gets really bad, guys. And I'm so sorry for everyone who's eating. I open the door to his room and I immediately know that something is wrong, and there is shit on the floor and in the bed. He had been shitting in plastic bags for reasons that are beyond our reach. But in that moment, I thought of the chocolate sauce and the pee and the vomit, and I realized karma has a wicked sense of humor. Thank you.